Alright, welcome back. We are going to just quickly load up some plinking loads in these pieces of brass that we converted from 223. So, nothing too special today. We're not going to get too in depth. Just going to really quickly show you the process of loading these up, and then we'll go out and fire them, make sure they work. So we're going to be using H110. So far my favorite powder for supersonic 300 blackout loads. We're going to be using some more of these 110 grain Spire Point 30 cal bullets from Spear. Hot core they call them. Just a little soft point, a little on the short side for super reliable feeding, but I haven't really had any problems yet, so we're going to keep trying them because they're cheap. Okay, first step before we get to measuring and dumping powder would be priming these cases. We're using the little Lee hand priming tool that came with my kit here. Works real nice and easy. So take an unprimed case and we slide it in, and we just push that small rifle primer right in there like that. Visually and physically inspect, make sure everything's nice and flush. That's about it. We'll just be cranking these out. Alright, that's the last case primed and inspected. This thing had a few little hiccups. Nothing too big of a deal, just keep an eye. Make sure you're not pushing them in sideways or backwards. No big deal. Alright, these are primed and ready for powder. So for this particular load with H110 and these 110 grain Spear bullets, we are going to be going for 19 grains. Now, this Lee powder measure really likes to leak these ball powders. I don't know if you can see how tiny these little granules are, but it just leaks right out from around these seams. So it's not even worth it to put it in there for 20 cases. I'm going to measure by hand with this little scoop and my little Hornady scale here. So we'll go ahead and get that turned on and warmed up. It's actually been on for a while, so it's pretty consistent. It's doing pretty well. One thing I have noticed is that you cannot put a cell phone anywhere near this thing, or it'll screw up your readings. So, all right, we got her zeroed out with the pan on. We'll just start. Use this handy little funnel to fill up the cases. Okay, we have all 20 cases loaded. We are just doing a quick visual inspection here. Make sure they all look about the same. They're nice and full, which is great. It's good for consistent ignition of the powder, and it's also nice to have a full case because there's no chance of double charging. You'd know it'd be spilling everywhere, so that's always good. So they look pretty close and uniform to me. Just under the neck of the case should be perfect. They won't be too compressed, but they'll be nice and full. So let's go ahead and seat the bullets. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start seating our bullets. I'm going to take the decapping and resizing die out. Grab our bullet seating die here. Alright, so to get these started, we'll just kind of hold one bullet in the case there like this. Go ahead and slide it in. Push it up into the die. Now we're going to screw this down until we feel a little bit of resistance here. Back it out, screw it in a little more. Okay, we've got the bullets started. So now would be a good time to check up on our overall length here as we're setting the bullet die. So, I don't know if you can see this, we shot them at 1.930 last time and they worked pretty well, so we're going to go with that again. So let's just check this, where we are right here. 2.096, so we are way long. So we'll just bring this down several turns and then check it again. 2.030. 2.008. 1.996. 1.987. 1.971. So just little tiny adjustments here. We'll get there eventually. 1.953. Now let's just compare this here. Now you can see why I might want to go down a little bit farther there. Just get this bullet down, filling up the entire neck of the case. So let's just keep pressing for that 1.930. .935. So we'll tweak it just a tiny bit more. Alright, 1.932. We'll call that good. Let's try another one. .936. Close enough for me. So we've got the bullet seating die set. So let's just buzz through these and get them all seated. Then we'll get them crimped and we'll be ready to go. Can't see where we've had that exactly happen before. What happened there? Ooh, way. Alright, so we didn't get the bullet in the shell holder properly. It was sitting on top, so when we rammed it in, it went much too deep. So we're going to have to pull that bullet back out. Set her aside. Alright, we're going to go use our bullet pulling hammer here. Uses inertia to knock these bullets out. You just stick the rim and the collet down here and then hammer, and the inertia will pull the bullet out of the case. So we'll be right back once we've got this pulled out. Okay, so I think we managed to pull it back out enough without having to dump the powder everywhere and remeasure. So plenty long. Let's get it set to the appropriate depth and we'll be ready to go. .930. Okay, so there you have it. 20 rounds of 300 Blackout made from 223 brass. Let's head out to the range and see how they work. We are out here today to test fire our 300 Blackout loads. This is the brass that we cut down from 223. So I've got 20 shots here and just a steel target down range. So let's give them a shot and see how they function. Function. Okay, there's our first 10 shots. Primers look okay with those supersonic rounds. The brass itself looks just fine. Alright, as you can see out there, they were functioning just fine and all 10 shots hit the target. So we are all set there with our brass. Worked nice.